Hello. Today's session takes the form of an interview and we have Andrea Reynolds from Cordie with us. We'll be exploring different persuasion methods that can be used during a negotiation. So, Andrea, who first came up with the theory of persuasion and how did it make its way into the procurement arena?
So if we go way back when to the 1940s, there was a chap called Berrien who came up with different methods of persuasion, looking at it from a psychological perspective. And then that work got taken into the procurement sphere by Paul Steele, very well known in procurement. And he developed a number of books on negotiation, specifically from the procurement angle.
Okay, fantastic, thank you. And there are 5 recognised persuasion methods that are commonly known about in the procurement field. Could you just take us through each of the 5, please?
Yeah, so the 5 are, and I'm going to do them in order, the way that I remember them, and maybe this will be useful for CIPS students as well. I call it the C belt method. C for compromise, so that if you imagine the C is like the buckle of a belt, and then it's bargaining, emotion, logic, threat. So I always remember it in that way, the C belt approach to persuasion.
Okay, thank you. Now, they have different effect, these 5 persuasion methods. Some are more powerful than others. Let's start with the most powerful. Which one would you say that is?
The most powerful, I would say, negotiation authors agree on is threat, and that's because it's quite fast acting. You really feel it when you get a threat. It's like a soccer punch to the stomach, you know, do this or else this is going to happen. There are consequences to it. So threat is generally regarded as a very powerful, effective, fast acting method of persuasion, but there are consequences. A relationship, maybe with a supplier, could be completely ruined as a result of taking that approach.
Okay, so we learned from that the threat is the most powerful, but it has consequences. And so there are other persuasion methods, some that are weaker. Take us through perhaps the weakest one, please.
So I would say that the weakest negotiation persuasion method, as it's sometimes called, is regarded as compromise. That's because you are genuinely giving something up and the other party is genuinely giving something up. And so in essence, you could say that neither party is really satisfied. So compromise is regarded as the weakest tool of all, but it is still a recognised method of persuasion. And if you think about all the types of discussions you have, whether it's with colleagues, suppliers, often the very last thing you do might be to come down to a compromise because you don't want to ruin the relationship. You could have tried a whole range of other tools before you get to that point, but maybe it does just come down to that, you know, the compromise so that both parties feel as if they're going away with something.
Okay, thank you. All right, so let's bring this back to CIPS exams. What does a learner need to know before going into their CIPS exam?
I would suggest that they absolutely need to know all of those persuasion methods, be able to rattle them off one by one, know their advantages, know their disadvantages, because it's highly likely that the questions are going to be around scenarios and students have to identify through looking at the scenario what type of persuasion method that's been used.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this session. Please do remember to like this video, and also please remember to subscribe to our channel if you would like additional CIPS revision exam tips. Meanwhile, thanks for watching.